So we got a little change of pace this time.
Mm-hmm.
So an idea that we kept kicking around and just never doing was Zeon and Aggro watch good anime for a change. You know?
Well, Zeon and Anime rolled the dice on a couple things.
Mm-hmm. Like let's check out these shows. So we watched 3 new shows, or we watched the first episode of 2 shows and the first 2 episodes of another show, all brand new to this season. And it was Cardcaptor Sakura, the Clear Card arc. Pop Team Epic, and Devilman Crybaby. And Jesus Christ, this is the weirdest fucking grab bag of first episodes we ever could have picked at any point in the history of anime, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. So, alright, starting with Cardcaptor Sakura. Now, you are a die-hard Cardcaptor Sakura boy. Like that was one of the first things I learned about you when we met.
Mm-hmm.
Was, because I remember, I mistakenly was like, oh yeah, I love Cardcaptors, and you were like, it's Cardcaptor Sakura, you pleb piece of shit.
Well, because back in the day, there was a useful difference in making that differentiation.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was the Japanese anime cartoon, Cardcaptor Sakura, and there was the hack-together Nelvana Kids show, Cardcaptors.
Yeah, there is...
Cardcaptor Lee.
Yeah. Like, there was a difference between those 2 shows in the way they were presented and promoted and edited. But, so yeah. Like, earlier, like, less than about a full month ago now, I finally knocked out Cardcaptor Sakura. I'd started it like a year or so ago, and I every so often I'd go back, and then I plowed through like the last 36 or so episodes of it. And oh my god, Aggro was so good.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Like I did like a whole video. If you want to know about Cardcaptor Sakura, like the original series, I did a whole fucking video about it. But this is a Clamp coming back, like after 20 years almost of no Cardcaptor Sakura. Oh shit, son, we got new Cardcaptor Sakura. And okay, so I feel the comparison needs to be made between this and another series that we've had quite a bit of experience with.
Do we? Do we have to mention it?
I think we gotta. I feel it is necessary because I feel like this really gets to like a fundamental difference between like a proper continuation and someone needed some money to pay some bills, so let's make this show. And like Dragon Ball Super is a product. It is designed to sell you DLC packs and toys and to put Goku Black on t-shirts so you'll buy them, and Jiren on t-shirts to buy, and Ultra Instinct on t-shirts to buy them. Like, that is what this show exists for. Akira Toriyama, like, as much as people want to oversell his involvement in that show, he is there to just, give them like a vague outline that looks like a story, cut himself a paycheck, go the fuck home, and then Toei just gets to put, from the creator of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super by Akira Toriyama. Buy all our playsets and toys, and...
Fucking phrase, from the creator of.
Yeah.
Never ever trust that phrase.
Yeah. So, it's a product. It is not an artistic expression. It was not something that was created with love or care. It was...
I mean, there are clearly people who have worked on it.
Yes.
That are making an attempt to do something cool. That happens now and then.
Yeah, I mean, there are writers on that staff who really want to see these characters done justice, and they'll give them their own, amazing episode. And then there are just the Toei show writers who are just there to outline a cool-looking fight scene and, like I said, just sell you toys.
So, yeah, Dragon Ball Super is a shambling husk and a metaphor for the disappointment of revisiting childhood joys as you grow older.
Yeah.
Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card Arc is an expression of unearthly joy. It is the addition of more light and happiness to the universe.
I'm not going to argue that, because, Cardcaptor Sakura was such a pure, good, happy, joyous fucking anime. It isn't like wink, wink, nudge, sarcastic. It isn't meta. It was just, it was what it was. It was the pure distillation of the magical girl genre, and then elevated to a new plateau.
It wasn't sarcastic. It wasn't super grimdark. It wasn't a parody or a deconstruction. It was exactly what it was, as earnestly as something could be that. And it was just clamp from floor to ceiling.
Yeah.
And it's like they got the whole team back for the anime.
Yeah, that's... this is like the real labor of love thing. The real, this is a fucking art piece. Is that the manga, there was an actual manga being produced by Clamp. Clamp came back. It wasn't someone was just like, hey, Clamp, we want to make a new Cardcaptor Sakura. Crank us out a new Cardcaptor Sakura. Because we need to sell toys and shit. No, Cardcaptor Sakura was popular. It was never this big monolithic fucking, anime structure that just, took the world by storm. And so, when they came back to it, 18 years later when they had something to say. When they were like, we got a story for this.
We're not going to finish X.
Never. Never, goddammit. I'm never going to get that. God fucking damn it. Seriously. Fucking Legal Drug has a goddamn continuation because they were both in the same magazine. They both got canceled. Legal Drug is getting a fucking continuation and a proper ending. Never. X will never fucking get it. But Cardcaptor Sakura, they had another story to tell, and they're telling their story. And then fucking somehow just all these people are still at Madhouse, and they're like, Madhouse is back. They got like the original, a lot of the original team, producers, writers, directors, they got the core guys together, the heart and soul of what was the Cardcaptor Sakura anime. And it's just a pedigree team for the manga, and then the pedigree team that worked on the pedigree that was the original fucking anime back. This is a labor of love.
Right? I turned on the episode, I'm like, okay, let's see what updated modern Cardcaptor Sakura looks like. And that's not what we're dealing with. I started buying the single discs of Cardcaptor Sakura that somehow somebody tricked Nelvana into putting out in the 90s. And 3 seconds into this intro, and I was right fucking back there. It was like Cardcaptor Sakura. That first DVD was the second DVD I ever owned. And I was in middle school in America in the 90s, and it was pink as shit.
I know.
Some of you younger guys, won't remember being in a fandom before the internet. But one of the things about it was, if you were the only one in your friends group, I had an anime club at my high school. I had a bunch of guys who were into different stuff.
You lucky fucker.
If you were the only one that was into a show, that was your show. You had to be the evangelist for that show. You couldn't tell them, well, go look up a trailer on YouTube. No, someone's like, hey, man, this guy wants to know about that Cardcaptor show. I'm like, all right, come over and we're going to talk about it. So Cardcaptor was always a deeply personal experience for me. And the fact that it's just longer now. It's just there's more Cardcaptor. I get to watch new Cardcaptor, and it's just the character designs are. This is like the gayest fucking thing I'm gonna say all day. I was really, really happy that I got to watch a lot of my favorite kids grow up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, so the character designs. That is one of the few sticking points for me, at this point in at this junction of the show, because I don't know if it's maybe they got a different character designer, maybe the character designer for this anime has changed over the years, or
it might just be that it's not 1997 anymore and you can't do Clamp face.
Yeah, I don't know if Clamp's style has changed because I haven't kept up with modern Clamp. But the faces are a bit rounder, a little bit more square and boxier. So you don't have the long adult Clamp face anymore, and that's weird. That's just because I'm so much of this is Clamp, except for the length of the faces, and it's a little. Yeah, it's something that I'm gonna need to take some time to get used to. Another slight disappointment I had with this is also in the visuals. Like I said, if this is like the only fucking complaint I have is this superficial bullshit that no one's gonna care about but me is, dude, I am such a fucking whore for 90s animation.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was, like, from 1995 to, like, 2001, there was a style to animation. Like, the cell animated style where, like you got, like, a lot of smears. You got a lot of squash and stretch in animation that you don't, like, that you still technically get now, but it's different. It's different from what we used to get in the 90s, how it was done in the 90s. And I felt that the original Cardcaptor Sakura, because it had a lot more personality, a bit more flavor to it in terms of like how the characters moved. Here they move a little bit more realistically, like how you would typically see in more modern anime. And maybe it's just from the mere fact that it is like, with digital animation, they can put more frames in, they can make the animation smoother. Where in the 90s, it was fewer animations, and it was more like it was style by force of like lack of budget.
Mm-hmm.
But like that style is kind of what gave it like a little bit of extra flavor to it that I feel that the new series doesn't quite have. That being said, Jesus Christ, this is fucking amazing. Like the mere fact that we have new Cardcaptor Sakura, like it just like, okay.
It's that scene. It's that opening scene where she runs out of the house and she goes on that fucking road with all the cherry blossoms, and it's just like, we're Madhouse, we're back, we're redoing this.
God, there's so many little things, so many little touches that still feel like the old show, and that's one of the things that surprised the shit out of me. Because like I said, the motion smears aren't there, like it was in the 90s. But there are certain little animation cues, like whenever like Lee and Sakura get reunited, it's this really cute scene, and then Tomoyo is recording them, and Sakura has this like it's like 3 frames, like, and she's like pushing Tomoyo off frame, and she's got like the little like dot eyes and like this really awkward like cute face, and she's doing that, and I'm like, that's such a thing that the original Cardcaptor Sakura would have done. Like when they would do just like these stylized background scenes, like whenever oh fuck, what the hell is Tori's Japanese name? What was her brother's name?
Toya.
Toya, thank you. I don't even know why the hell I remember Tori and not Toya.
Every now and then that still happens to me. It's like a flashback.
But yeah, so...
Julian, who? Oh.
So yeah, just like when it did like that stylized background and it was just like them like talking, I'm like, that once again. Like the way Carol Barros moves. Mm-hmm. It was... He had that snappy animation that was so reminiscent of the original series. Like this... It's like the original show never went away.
It is. That's the biggest problem with like coming back after 20 years. It's like, oh, you can't do it again.
They're doing it again.
Like this is fucking magic. It's bullshit.
Like, I've never seen like a group of artists recapture what they did originally so well. Mm-hmm. Like this is,
and just every now and then we're like, CG. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're back.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because it did the crazy. When she does like the crystal thing for her summoning.
Oh, well, that and like there's one shot of students walking toward the school that like, oh, that's a CG crowd shot. Okay.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I was too caught up in the everything else. But yeah, Jesus Christ, like just gorgeous fucking visuals. Like I was kind of like working like modern Madhouse kind of has like a bit of a style to it. Thick outlines. The color contrast is usually a bit darker. Here, no. It's thin, wispy lines, fucking pastels like crazy.
They just went right back to it. It's
this
amazing.
just feels like old Cardcaptor Sakura. Like I said, the character designs are a little different. The animation's a little bit more fluid, and it lacks the motion smears that were prominent from the 90s. Everything else about the direction, the production, how they're presenting the visuals, the pace of the story, everything is just... And then, the story itself, there's just so much heart going into this. They give you that cathartic moment where we get to see Sakura and Lee reunite. Okay, so...
Like, the show just started, and we're not going to have to deal with any of that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
I will say, okay, for people who are thinking, hey, can I just jump straight to this show? I mean, if you want to be a shitbag, that's that.
I mean,
watch the original Cardcaptor Sakura. If you're sitting there going, I want to watch this new thing, watch the old thing, because this is a direct continuation. This show expects you to have seen the original Cardcaptor Sakura. Like it starts off with Carol Barris kind of like, I'm going to give you a recap, but there's so much bullshit to recap that he tells you like 3 things and then just ends it. And so there are characters
the show is
plot
not,
points that are...
The show's not super complicated. Like,
It's
you
not
should be able to pick it up. I mean, unilaterally still watch the original Cardcaptor Sakura.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff.
But I mean,
like,
if you can't, I mean, can you stream
yeah,
that anywhere?
It's on Crunchyroll.
Is it the whole? Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's dubbed and subbed.
Righteous.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the Filipino dub, but I mean, you know, if you're one of those people who just hate subtitles that much. But yeah, no, like, because it's not like, oh, like, Cardcaptor Sakura was like this weird old relic, and, you know, it just doesn't, like when people say that they don't want to watch Mobile Suit Gundam, that sucks, that hurts a little, but I can understand just, you know, how off-putting that might be. Cardcaptor Sakura is a grade A fucking masterpiece. Like I consider it the best magical girl anime I've ever fucking seen. It is one of the classics of the 90s. It definitely lives up to its reputation. So yeah, like, I mean, if you want to watch this new show and you haven't seen the original, yeah, just watch the original as well. Like the only reason to not watch the original is if you want to be part of the conversation. And I feel like that's such an overrated thing, because it's just like, okay, people who watch anime or anything to be part of a conversation, I feel, is enjoying art incorrectly. Because you're enjoying it so you can discuss it with people, not so you could just appreciate it for what it is. And that's kind of why I have an issue with people who want to skip around to the popular thing. Like, I'm going to go jump to JoJo Part 3 because that's the one where I was talking about. Instead of, you know, going in succession and starting with the originals. It's always been an issue with me.
You heard it here first. Zeon hates book clubs and thinks they should die. And also doesn't like black people?
Doesn't everybody? Uh-oh. But yeah, Cardcaptor Sakura, just, like, watch the original, then watch the clear card arc. Like I said, it definitely
Or just watch them like one episode at a time each, staggered, and see how that works for you. That might sync up. Like, by the time you need to know something, it might have happened in the first season.
I don't know, man, because episode 1, fucking Yui shows up, and they don't fucking explain who the hell he is.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, like Yui and Ariel are, like, 2 things that just... Because, like, Bob was just like, oh, yeah, like, I watched, like, that first episode, and, like, I saw some of... Like, I remember most of it from, like, the original thing, but, like, the Angel guy threw me off, and guy from England, I didn't know who the hell he was. So yeah, like I said, it definitely does not hold your hand. This is a direct sequel, and it expects you to have seen the original, and then go straight into this. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Cardcaptor Sakura, I'm really hyped. I want to see more of this. It was a good first episode. It brought back the warm and fuzzies. Cardcaptor Sakura's back. Like, we have good anime. It's nice. So yeah, no, like this is art. It's not a fucking toy commercial, and I love it. Next thing we watched, also, I guess, an expression of art. Team Pop Epic.
Pop Team Epic.
Pop Team Epic. I'm gonna keep fucking... Because I'm gonna keep fucking up that order.
Mm-hmm.
Like, next time it's gonna be Epic Team Pop.
So,
yeah.
I really am not sure how I feel about this show yet.
Yeah?
Because it's either... Like, I'm going to give it a couple more episodes to see if it just becomes insufferable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if, like, they actually have anything worthwhile to say here, or if they're just being douchebags.
I feel like it's just YouTube poop the anime, but...
Which is a hard line to troll in comedy.
Yeah,
there are some fucking beautiful moments in this episode.
Yeah.
Just... They don't really hit the second time around.
Yeah, okay. So one of the weird things about this is that, because like when I clicked it, I'm like, okay, Pop Team Epic, Pop Team Epic, I was expecting this to be like a 10-minute anime. And I click it, it's like a 20-minute anime. Then I found out, surprise, cockfag, it's actually a 10-minute anime twice! The weird thing is that the second go-around is dubbed differently. It's all the same dialogue, but instead of having deep man voices for the two girl characters, who are the only real characters that talk, it is now two girls. Or someone trying to sound like girls, at very least. And then, also there's like a scene that's in French, and the second time around, the French is subtitled, which the French was not subtitled at all. Like, and I was just like, oh, like, I thought the joke was part of the joke was that we couldn't understand it, because it wasn't subtitled in English or Japanese. But when it goes back for the second go-around, there are both Japanese and English subtitles there. So I was like, okay, this time we're clearly meant to understand the French, and there was a joke in there. But yeah, it is a 4-koma manga adapted into anime format, and it is a 4-koma manga, fucking just in anime form.
Yeah, they didn't like Azumanga Daioh it and like stitch everything into episodes.
That would involve some kind of narrative. The opening to the show, the first minute and a half of this show is the greatest fake out I've ever seen. The only thing that came, like, the only thing that I can do that's like in this same ballpark, because the beginning of this first episode is like my name is so and so. I'm your average middle school or high school student, and then like his parents are leaving for something, and it's just like you know. By the way, be nice to what was it, Sogahu or what?
Sugua.
Yeah, Sugua or something.
Sagasu something.
Yeah, so like be nice to some broad's name, and then his parents leave, and he goes, "Who's whatever the hell that bitch's name was?" And then it just goes into this cute poppy fucking magical idol theme song thing anime, and it goes. It's a full fucking intro. It's a full fucking intro with a full cast of characters. There's clearly like a fucking plot here, and it is just like, if you didn't know what you had clicked on, you might have thought you had clicked on a genuine fake anime.
I would totally watch that fucking anime too.
And then it goes all the way up until the end of the theme song, the title card for the first episode, and then blonde-haired, pigtailed girl, fucking Nega Sakura, tears the fucking universe apart to go, not! Okay! I'm on board, anime, and it rides it in just, like, these 10-second gag segments, one after the other after the other. Oh my god. I don't even have that much to say about it.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm still kind of waiting on this one, because
I'll say this, I laughed my ass off a lot.
Oh yeah, I did, but when you went through it the second time...
Yeah.
Because it finishes the episode, has credits, has a next time on whatever girl drop.
Yeah.
And then just starts over. I'm watching the thing, I'm like, I like these references. I like that this anime is zany. I'm not sure if it's actually funny.
See, the thing is, if it makes us laugh, is it not funny?
That's...
Because, I mean, we laughed. We laughed quite a bit.
That's kind of a longer conversation.
I mean, does it have replay value? I think is... And the thing is, though, for me, comedy rarely does. So I don't know. I feel like this is like a show that like I could go back to, like, because I feel like all the jokes are so rapid fire that by like the next time I would feel like watching it, not immediately after, but like I don't know, like a year down the road where I'm like, yeah, let's pop in the Pop Team Epic Blu-ray and like smoke pot. You know, then, like, you know, that...
I don't know, I feel like they're going to make 2 more episodes, and then they're going to take the rest of the money and just go do coke. like this anime feels like a force of hate. They made this to be obnoxious.
Yeah.
On a metatextual level.
Yeah. No, that's like I've seen enough manga screen caps to know. Yeah, no, that is this fucking show's MO. Like, what was it? There's that one fucking scene where shit gets kind of meta, where it's just like the anime executive board talking about like a 4-coma manga can't be an anime, and just like ruling the anime world or some shit. Yeah, this anime is wild and weird, and this first episode at very least is worth watching. Mm-hmm. It's not worth watching twice. So once you get to the next time on Hoshiro Girl Drop, the magical girl idol anime that it is not, you're gonna stop there because it's just gonna cycle right back around and play the exact same episode again. It does not. I don't think anything has enough replay value to watch it immediately unless you're like 8 years old.
I don't know. I watched the Eternity 8. Or no, Endless 8?
Endless 8.
Eternity 8 was some Scrud. Sorry, Escryad.
Oh yeah, that was that one guy's ability.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
who just kept
man.
unironically yelling about his balls.
Man, where the fuck is that Blu-ray release? I know it's fucking licensed. I think Sentai picked it up forever ago. And it's just sitting in their fucking license vault of shit they haven't released yet. But yeah, Pop Team Epic. It made me wish I had done drugs because I feel like that's how you get the full experience. Like maybe like that's a hobby I need to pick up in the future, so I can reach the state of enlightenment I need to understand Pop Team Epic and all of its Pop Team epicness. But yeah, Pop Team Epic, watch it the first time, but not the second time. That's my recommendation. I would say watch the first dub because I think them having deep man voices is funnier than the weird girl voices. But the girl voice one had subtitles for the French thing, so I would still go with the deep man voice version, even without the subtitles, because that French joke still worked even without subtitles. And the last thing we watched was Devilman Crybaby. And this is one that people keep... I've had like at least 6 people in the last week. I had someone earlier today on Twitter ask me, haven't you seen Devilman Crybaby? I would love to see you do a video on it. And I'm like, I'm not going to respond to this because I'm going to be doing this video in a little bit anyhow, so... But yeah, this is an anime I had no interest in seeing initially when I heard it was being made. Because when I think of Netflix original anime, I think of ugly dogshit CGI or Neo Yokio. And I enjoyed Neo Yokio. I that is not some sort of stamp of quality for Neo Yokio or for Netflix anime. So I didn't even pay attention to anything about Devilman Crybaby. I'm just like, okay, it's another Devilman adaptation. It's going to take some sort of weird liberties and shit. And I did not know until after it already dropped that it's directed by Masaki Yuasa. And that is a man who's I've been aware of, but I'm not a fan of his only because a lot of his stuff just doesn't come over here. Tatami Galaxy caught my attention. I really wanted to see it. Never came over. I think he also did the series Kaiba, which is this other really trippy thing. It only recently came over, and I still haven't had a chance to see that. And then Ping Pong I saw, and Ping Pong was fucking great. So when I found out that he was doing Devilman Crybaby, I'm like, oh, yeah, I want to see this guy do Go Nagai. That sounds interesting. And Go Nagai, man.
Do you remember when anime barely made sense and was super weird and violent?
That's all Go Nagai. Because Go Nagai, that motherfucker was experimental and edgy as fuck. Like
in the 80s.
In the 70s.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking...
Oh, God, yeah. The old Devilman is shit.
Yeah, that's the 70s.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because this man he might be the single most influential figure in anime. Because, like, Devilman had... I mean, first off, it kind of capitalized on the whole grimdark, ultra-violent shit. Just, like the... I'm trying to think of some of the things that Devilman... Because I know Devilman went on to inspire a lot of grimdark tokusatsu-esque stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Cutie Honey. It is the original Magical Girl anime. Cutie Honey, like, everything that you've ever seen from, like, Sailor Moon, the transformation sequence, the transformation disguises, the boomerang attack, all of that shit came from Cutie Honey. Fucking Mazinger Z, the original fucking, like, piloted mech anime.
Mm-hmm.
This man has done more for anime than any one fucking individual could. Because people will point to, like, oh, like Akira Toriyama, or, I mean, you know, he did kind of revolutionize shonen. Or, like, you know, they'll point to, like Sailor Moon. Like, they'll point to one singular work of an artist that had a huge impact. Go to Guy, create, like, a whole wave of multiple genres. So, as a singular artist, I've never been particularly interested in any of his work, but I do respect the man for being as balls out crazy as. And I've only recently learned about how balls out fucking crazy the Devilman manga was. So holy shit, I need to go fucking read the Devilman manga.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently this anime lifts a lot from that. So Masaki Yuasa, Go Nagai, fuck man, this first episode is a style fucking overload, and it is violent, it is sexual, it is gratuitous, it is just, man, this is my kind of fucking anime. Like, I am so down for this. Like, I'm like, this is so fucking dope, because I love weird fucking experimental visuals. Mm-hmm. I love that kind of shit. I love pop arty type shit. I love ultra violence. I like kind of weird twisted ideas for stories, and just kind of out there, outside the box ideas. And
like, the episode opens up, and I was worried that this was going to be one of those just long, slow voiceover introspection, the way fucking two Japanese characters will talk past each other about nothing, and it's supposed to be some context-laden metaphor that I don't care about, and then motherfucker just starts stabbing people at a nightclub, and shit goes a little end of berserk.
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, because like it feels like it's very chill, it's very hyper stylized. You could easily see this being some sort of weird, kind of up its own ass, pretentious fucking thing. And then Blondie shows up with a fucking machine gun, shoots up a pier, takes his buddy. It, like, fucking info drops the premise of the show on him.
I'm sorry, just like he pulls out, I think like P5, and I just imagine him shouting, "Welcome to the HK."
So they get to this party, it is this fucking, like, the Sabbath. And it's just this big fucking rave, drug-induced sex party. It's fucking everywhere, man. Like, I'm just like, alright, anime, like, I am appreciating the balls that Masaki Yuasa had to fucking produce it. And this is what I wanted to fucking see from Netflix, man. Because, like, Netflix has become the wild fucking west of entertainment, where artists go to make weird shit.
Can I have a pile of money? Sure, come back with a show.
Like, what was it? Last year, like, it was only like a few months ago, we watched The Babysitter on like the Netflix original movie, which was Mick G, a guy who was a fucking director for hire, the guy who fucking made the goddamn Charlie's Angels movies. Like, this fucking bottom-based fucking director finally given a budget and allowed to cut loose, and he makes this bizarre 80s horror comedy fucking just poppy thing. And it was fucking awesome. And that's the thing, like, I am digging just seeing what, like, Netflix is letting artists do. It is because, like, say what you want about the Death Note fucking movie. It had style, it had substance, it had creativity, and it fucking took chances, you know? And that is what I've been loving about Netflix. But with their anime, I'm kind of like, because a lot of their original anime is not actually original anime. It's stuff they license and they slap the Netflix logo on it. Mm-hmm. This is actually a Netflix-produced anime. This isn't some bottom-tier fucking CGI garbage. This is an actual artist adapting the work of another actual artist and just creating the ballsiest shit I've seen. Because, like, if this were on television, you would have to neuter the fuck out of this to make this work. This would have to be an OVA, and we'd have to wait months in between each episode. But here, like I said, like the Wild West that is Netflix, we're getting this just edgy, hardcore, like I said, ballsy as fuck anime. Like, and everything about it is just, oh yeah.
It's a ride.
Yeah, like I can't even critique it because it's just, all I have are emotions. I have emotions about this.
And I think that has a lot to do with the way it's paced, the way it's, like, the show opens, and, like, you as soon as it gets going, you immediately know everything that's about to happen for the next 2 episodes. So it just does that. It just gets it out of the way.
Yeah. And then we get to the next episode, and because
yeah, we went to episode 2, because, like, no, what happens?
Yeah, I like, shit is just getting crazy. Shit just went into berserk. I need to see how they're following this up with, and they don't. It's the next day, and fucking Akira is like a foot taller, and he's got like a bitch and tan and fucking mascara eyes.
Pop, watching panties drop.
Right? Oh my god, just the bitches swarm. Like, he just snaps a door open that was locked, and just, like, just the women flooding towards him. Just like I said, you just, like, there's that one pause scene where, like, if you could listen carefully, you can just hear simultaneously the panties just slam into the floor. It's so good. It just goes, and then, like, he confronts his buddy. It's just like, was I like a man devil thing? Did I just murder a bunch of fucking monsters?
Yeah, my bad. Like, the show could be so up its own ass.
It could.
And so insufferably serious. But this show is having as much fun as you are.
Yeah, like it understands its strengths. It understands that, like, yeah, there are interesting characters here and an interesting story, but instead of being, like, overly preachy and, like, hitting you over the head with symbolism, it is just like, yeah, like, I mean, there are deeper things going on here that can be built on, I'm sure, that will be built on later, but it isn't at the forefront. It is in the background, and in the forefront is the characters, their interactions, and just fucking great moment after great moment. It's just,
And this show, it's gonna get either a lot darker or a lot weirder before it's over.
I'm hoping for both. I'm hoping for both. Oh my god.
This is one of those shows where you're like, ugh, yeah.
Like this show, okay, like there's a scene where, like, a girl is, like, thinking about Akira, thinking about his dick bulge whenever he was on the track, and she's just masturbating. That is a thing that happens in this show.
Well, yeah.
Just, the show pulls no punches. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. This is Grindhouse the anime, and I'm loving it. I can't wait to watch more of this, and I am so glad that this is one of the things, like, with the Netflix model, is all 10 episodes are made and produced. They're already out, and we can just binge watch them immediately. Which, I don't know about you, but I'm totally going to watch more after we're done recording this. Because, oh yeah. Like, if you have Netflix, go fucking watch this. Like, I cannot guarantee this is for everyone. I imagine it's going to be too sexual, it's going to be too gratuitous, it's going to be too violent, it's going to be
just
too
too
upset.
weird.
It's gonna be too weird.
It's out there. Like, it's an anime you have to trust. And it's not an anime that looks like you should trust it.
Yeah, no.
But you have to get in the van and just let it go.
Yeah. It's like it's like the guy has this kind of unusual face, and he goes, "Come on, we're gonna have a no pants candy party for kids," and you have to trust that this isn't just gonna turn into some sort of pedophilic rape party. That it is just gonna be,
or it is, but the cool kind.
Whew.
So Zeon, we just watched like 4 episodes of anime that was at least interesting and added to our lives.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we watched.
Yeah.
You're a bad friend.
What?
You can do this like all the time. Like, you can just watch good anime.
Yeah, but that won't make as much money as watching shitty anime. At least I'm honest. Like, the only reason I'm fucking watching Dragon Ball Super right now is that these animals will only watch that and will not watch whatever I... Like, pretty much I am doing this right now to spite them because I need a goddamn palate cleanser after... Because Super recently broke me, man. Like, you could see in that last video, and here, by now, I went on like a fucking 2-day fucking Twitter tirade of just how fucking fed up I am with Super. And I can't even enjoy the good parts anymore. Because I'm just tired of it. I'm exhausted by it. And then today, I got to experience, remember what good anime is. Like, I actually had some piece of shit fucking tweet at me. It's like, whenever I was in the middle of my Super tirades, like, this guy doesn't even know what good anime is. Shake my head. Like, you and your fucking Dragon Ball Super avatar can go suck a dick. You, sir, do not know what the fuck good anime is. You are digging in the garbage, gnawing on fucking rotten banana peels of anime. Ugh. Like, I'm not gonna outright tell everyone that everything that we just watched today was good. But it was interesting, as you put it. It was different. And it was an experience that I hadn't had before. And I feel like I was enriched by it. And I want to see more. Like, I want to see just more... Because, like I said, I don't think we could... If we had picked any other anime... 3 anime from any other season... Even if we had picked the most talked about anime from some other season... We would not have gotten the bizarre mix that we got today. We really just spun the wheel and hit some sort of bizarre-ass jackpot. Like, it is never usually this good. Weeaboos is a fucking testament to that. Where Dan, Bob, and I would just, every week, let's see what's new in the anime sphere. Oh, it's more dog shit. Okay. This is apparently what's popular now. Ugh. But yeah. Cardcaptor Sakura, I can easily recommend to anybody. I definitely recommend watching the original series first. I will judge you if you watch the clear card arc without watching the original. Aggro probably won't. But I will. So if you want my respect, which you do, you'll watch the originals. Okay, fine, it's overrated, but still, they don't know that. If you want to just laugh for 10 minutes and possibly be really confused, depending on where your sense of humor lies, you're either going to be really upset that I recommended Pop Team Epic, or you're going to have a great fucking time. Go watch Pop Team Epic.
I wanted to go watch Pop Team Epic and get back to you. Like, is that did that work on you? Is it good? I don't know. Go watch it.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Let's get a sample size of this. I want more people to go watch Pop Team Epic. Tell me what you thought of it, and we'll see how that goes. And then Devilman Crybaby. It's on Netflix. If you have Netflix and you have access to it, all 10 episodes are out. Watch that first episode. If by the end of that first episode you're just like, I can't do this, I'm not going to blame you. Yeah. It is weird. It is out there. It is for people with a weird-ass taste. And luckily, you and I have a weird-ass taste. Like, we're into that experimental, boundary-pushing shit. So
you remember when anime was like that.
Yeah, that's the 90s. So yeah, check out everything we recommended and... let us know what you guys thought. So yeah, it's just... man, I'm trying to think of like if we did this again, what the hell we could possibly watch. We might just we can alternate. Next time you pick 3 first episodes of anime and you make me watch them, and we'll just see where that goes.
Oh, I already have them, so.
All right. So join us next time for Zeon and Aggro. Watch good anime for a change. Do.